Hey guys, today I'm in Leesburg with Breanna Crutcher. She has been gracious enough to invite her into her stunning home here.
Thank you.
Breanna, thanks for having us. Guys, we're in for a treat today because Breanna really has a neat house and looking forward to hearing about it. Let's jump right in.
Okay.
And we're here in the kitchen. Tell us about your inspiration and what you're going for here in the kitchen.
So for the kitchen, obviously we did the whole rehab, but I'm obsessed with black and white. I can tell. I'm not a color person. I don't know how to coordinate well with colors. So
you just want all black.
Everything has to be black and white, and then I throw in a pop of color. I don't know how to match things well. So if it's just you stay black and white, it looks clean, it's easy. It's very bold, I do get that.
I tell you what, so the boldest part of it for me is the ceiling. Talk about the ceiling.
So my ceiling, I've always wanted to have black ceiling. I didn't like the white because you could see when like your kids would throw spaghetti on it or whatever, and we actually did do that. You could see it, or you could see watermarks or whatnot.
Sure.
So, and it's hard to clean, so I figured why not just do a black ceiling, and it just kind of pulls it all in together. It's dark, it does make it feel smaller, and you have a little bit of an echo.
Yeah.
But I feel it looks more expensive, even though it's really not. It makes it look really bold and kind of exotic, I guess.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
Yeah.
The next thing I noticed in the kitchen are the Plantation shutters. They're huge, and again, they're black.
They are black, yes. Yes, and we did the black high gloss paint around it, so it went in more with it, so it didn't look like it was just a shutter sticking out on the trim, which was originally white, but yeah, they pulled in quite well.
Yeah.
So yes.
And you went with Mont Blanc quartz islands. Really neat veins, and as people have seen some of my other videos, they know that I love the vein look.
Yes.
It's really cool. And again, this is about as long as you can have a piece of quartz without a seam, right?
Slab without having to put a seam in between or on the end. Yes, it's about as big as you can get. I think we had 2 inches left over. So it's a very large slab.
So you took some of the remnants and you used it for the backsplash. And what were you originally thinking about your backsplash?
Originally, I wanted a black subway tile backsplash, but I couldn't find one that wasn't too bold, that didn't take away from the veining in it.
Right.
So I kind of got tired because I was pregnant with twins at the time. So I just said, just give me your remnants and put it as backsplash.
Yeah.
So they tied it in really well, actually. And then of course I had to get my favorite farmhouse sink. Everybody wants a farmhouse sink.
Yep.
Yes.
Let's jump into the foyer, and that is really cool. When I came into the house, it's a really big statement you're making right there, right?
Yes.
So tell us about the foyer.
The foyer, again, that's where I started with my stripes. The foyer was so tall.
Right.
And again, I'm not good with colors, but I didn't want just one solid color. So originally I was going to do curtains from the high windows all the way down. But then I couldn't find curtains that I liked. So I was like, well, I will just paint with stripes, so then you don't have to hang as many pictures. And if you just do a paint with a design, you don't have to decorate as much. And I'm not good at that either. So I just did all the stripes.
Right.
And then we went with chandelier, and that just kind of pulled it all together. And I was trying to keep it with all my lighting. So these match, the living room matches, and then the foyer matches.
I was going to say.
So I was trying to make it with a flow.
Yeah. But tell us the deal with the chandelier.
What do you want to know?
It's huge, right?
It was so huge. We bought it.
And it's not like you would ever see in a Woodley home, and I'm sure it's quite a challenge to
And at
install.
nighttime when it comes on, because Jeff has it on a timer, so it's always on.
Right.
Because at first I got mad at him for doing the timer, because it took him 2 weeks to install. 2 weeks
You
to
realize
install
it's going to be on video.
Yeah, I don't care. No, I tell everybody that. It took him 2 weeks to install this timer. I was furious. But he had a point is, no one remembers to turn on their foyer light. Like you just don't unless you have company coming over.
Yeah.
But I mean, it ended up turning out great. But
the space is perfect for it,
pulls it
and the
well.
scale
Yes.
of the chandelier I think is perfect. I think it's a great addition to it.
Yeah.
So you kind of kept the theme in the dining room and the living room, which the living room is actually being used as your office, which I think is a great use of the space. You use the the living room these days, but you kind of ran the theme there. A little bit of grays in the dining room, but black again in your office.
Yes. I wanted an all black office. Originally, I had bought the desk furniture in there. It was supposed to be white, and it came in green.
Yeah.
And so I just kept it.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be white though.
Yeah.
So it would have been all in black and white, but it didn't work out that way. But yeah, so the office is black.
It looks really good coming in the foyer and seeing the dining room on the left and your office on the right, and it all flows together. I like the gray. And also the hardwoods. Tell us a little bit about the hardwoods, because they're different also, right?
They are. Again, I wanted to do black. And the hardwood people actually said no, they wouldn't allow me. I could do espresso, but he goes, I don't want you to do black. He goes, it's just too much.
Yeah.
So Jeff and I did a medium. So we actually did, it's called a weathered gray. And they actually didn't make it at the hardwood people didn't make it. So they actually went to Home Depot. We gave them a sample can of some furniture we had done in weathered gray. And we said, do this. So they went and matched it. So we did the hardwood floors, so they were all sanded down. We pulled the carpet off the stairs.
They're originally cherry?
It was like a, I think it was like a cherry oak. It was like a oranges kind of tint. There was nothing wrong with them. The polyurethane was kind of coming off in some areas, and it also didn't go with my black and white stripes. So
of course.
we had to get rid of it. And then there was carpet in the living room, and then we had the wood put in there as well. But yeah, it turned out great.
And it fits in really well with the theme.
Yes, and then we had the banisters obviously painted black too.
And they pop really well too. Yeah, the whole thing works really well.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a treat for me, Breanna. A home I've always wanted to see, and I've seen some pictures here and there. What you've done is really cool, really neat, outside the box, but after I've been in here, chatting with you for 45 minutes, like I don't even notice that the ceiling is black. There's nothing strange about it, but it's really neat. So guys, I'm gonna post some of the details below. If you have any questions about what Breanna did or her decorating style, I'm sure she'll be willing to chat with you and tell you all the details and the pros and cons of her unique style. So thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you guys next time.